go install. You can just do it now. All right. So so here is the sprocket. The sprocket is a. No, I should have got a. Why didn't I get an aluminum one if I was gonna race with it? Good question. I may just change this out right away. Well, it does have a bunch of holes in it though, so I guess it doesn't really matter, honestly. It looks like a good quality sprocket. It'll last a long time. It's a JTR 462.51, so I think it's a 51 tooth. I think I'm not really sure how much the. Yeah, 51 tooth rear sprocket for the KLX. So that's the part number right there. It's a 55 WPS 55-46251. That's the rear sprocket. I think I geared the sprocket smaller. I think a 52 is stock. This uses a really big sprocket. I think yeah, it's like because compared to the DR is like it's like 10. But you know, the DR probably has a hell of a lot more power than this. So alright, so let's go take it out of the packet. I don't have a knife handy with me, but I do have some cutters. Okay, oops. Okay, there it is. Oh! Ooh, isn't it bling bling? I like it. It looks like a flywheel is what it looks like. That's what it reminds me of, flywheel teeth. Alright, so this already has the bolts for the sprocket on here, so that's good. I believe that's a 12. Yep, 12 millimeter. Okay, so before we get that party started, we'll go to rear sprocket removal and installation. So we're probably going to do the installation. We already got the sprocket out. So on page 10.9 of the KLX service manual, it tells you how to install a rear sprocket. So there it is, brand new sprocket. So I think the stock sprocket is a 50. Yeah, that's about right. No, wait. I geared it. That's a 51, right? Yeah, so that's a 51. The stock sprocket is a 50 according to this one. So I went up a tooth. So going up a tooth means you get more acceleration. I think I just want to leave it stock. I'm not sure. Yeah, but anyway, well, this is what I bought, so I'm sure. Hopefully, it wasn't too expensive. But I think in the future, I'm gonna want to get an aluminum sprocket just so I can get rid of some weight. You know, if it's just gonna be at the track and stuff, aluminum sprocket is what you want, man. It's lighter, less unsprung mass. I mean, they tried to make this one as light as they could. It's pretty heavy still, though. It's got all these holes in it. But yeah, that's a 51 tooth. This is actually bigger than the stock sprocket, which would make it more. I'd have more torque. I'd have to shift more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's dependent on the track that you're riding on. So it would be good to have a stock. It would be good to have different size sprockets depending on the track you go to. Because I remember I was riding the Z125 on a little racetrack that they made at Laguna Seca for the World Superbike for the demo rides, and I remember I think I could do I think it was in first gear most of the time, first gear or second gear, maybe it was second gear. I was in second gear, and then the back stretch I would always hit the rev limiter, you know, on that back stretch, and like if I shifted up, then I have to shift down right away. So that was really annoying. So if you know the track that you're on, you can gear the bike up, you know, so like when you hit that corner, it'll keep accelerating, and it won't hit the rev limiter as hard, you know, so you don't have to downshift because shifting wastes time, you know, and like you're trying to shave off as much time as possible. So it would be good to have different size sprockets on hand, so you can, you know, it makes it a bitch to adjust the chain all the time, you know. I think that chain is still good. So all right, so anyway, it's 24 foot-pounds, so for this one I think we're going to use the regular torque wrench. Okay, so I got my big 1/2-inch torque wrench. I think this would be a better one for the job. Ideally, you probably want a 3/8 like this. but I don't have a 3/8 one, and I can't find one that's good. So if any of you guys know one that's good and, like, you know, it's well calibrated, that's cheap, let me know. I've had this torque wrench for like forever. 24 is about the minimum I would want to do with this. I'd probably do like around 20, maybe a little less, but I went ahead and put at 26 foot-pounds. This one's really easy to set. So we're gonna go ahead and take the nuts off here. So I noticed one of these bolts is different than the other. I don't think it really matters all that much. One of them says 10.9 on it, so I imagine it's 10.9 grade. It's a very strong bolt. These are flanged bolts too, so they're very strong. It's like they have a washer belt in them too. Okay, so for sprockets like this, especially ones that have bolts that don't have a nut on the other end, they just kind of go in here, I would put some kind of locking compound on it. So this is like a purple Loctite, I think. It's kind of like a blue Loctite. It's the intermediate compound. This already has, I can see, so this already has some on it though. So go ahead, I want to go ahead and put the sprocket on there. Fits like a glove, that's what I like. And then I'm going to go ahead and goop it up. Just a little bit is okay. Okay, just maybe a lot of it. That's fine. So the sprocket should pretty much align itself. It's perfectly the same size as the hub. So I don't think it really matters all that much. Kind of worries me that one bolt is different than all the others. I mean, it just bugs me a little bit. Snug it a little bit. This is so fun putting just stuff parts together like this. You don't have to clean it or anything. Alright, we'll get our torque wrench out. Torque away. Okay, nothing yet. So remember, the hubs are made out of aluminum. You definitely do not want to over torque this. Definitely see, it's hard to tell how much torque you're putting on it too. So we'll go like a cross pattern. One more time. So that last one, I felt all of them stop moving. And wow, there we go. So our wheels are ready to go on the bike, almost. So we just got to install the tires next. So that'll be another video. So I hope you've enjoyed part one. The part one of the actual work, getting the Supermoto working, putting the Supermoto build together. So what we did was we installed the front and rear rotor. We took out the spacers and I put them someplace safe. That's the front rotor, and then this one is the rear sprocket with the rear rotor. So there we go. So the wheels are pretty much all the stuff that's got to go on the hubs are on there now. Next is install the tires, which I have already started. The camera's still on right now. And we'll go into more in depth with that when we do that. So that's next step. So part one, mission complete. Rotors and brake rotors and the sprocket. All right, here's my go.